Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Mailbox Power Mastermind call that happens every single Monday morning for affiliates to learn how to grow your Mailbox Power business and also whatever business you have that you're using Mailbox Power for. So this isn't just about how to earn affiliate commissions, it's how to grow businesses. Your Mailbox Power business and other businesses so that we can teach other businesses how to grow their business. Wow, I can talk this morning. And we like to start Mondays with wins because it's always fun to start the week with wins. So do we have any Mailbox Power wins from last week? Nanette?
Good morning, everyone. I do a small networking group here in Colorado Springs, and they had a new realtor in there, and had a one-on-one with him last week, and he is going to coordinate with me to do a presentation in his office.
Yay!
So that's good. And then he said, I'm going to another networking event tomorrow. Does anybody want to come? So I did, and I must have picked up half a dozen or more business cards of people that were interested, to include a photographer that she went, oh, I could show people, people could order one of a kind, with their high school picture or whatever. So maybe some of that will blossom and bloom.
Nice. I love hearing that. And I love that a photographer saw the value of it, because I don't always have photographers. I've seen the value for photographers since day one. Not all photographers see what I see. And so I love hearing when photographers get all excited about, oh, I can do one-offs and that, because that's exactly what it's about, and giving your clients, her clients or his clients, more options.
Right. More profit for her. Right?
Exactly. Expand the product line.
Exactly. I mean, yep. The mugs and the water bottles and the metal frames and
the coasters and the
little business card holders and the wallets. I mean, there's just tons of things you can do.
Yep.
So a friend of mine's son graduated from Navy basic training last week, and so I have ordered them a metal picture.
Nice.
So they will have that forever. So I just thought that was just useful tools.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Alan.
Yes, thank you. I am pleased to report that I have a new nonprofit pro account.
Yay!
As of last week. This is not the one that I was anticipating, which is kind of
even
neat.
Better.
And we meet tomorrow to map out their strategy to get cracking and make this thing pay off for them. The ED at this nonprofit knows another one that is the one that I thought was going to be the one to sign up. But she reports that they're jammed on administrative things and please come back mid-March. I said, fine. So that encourages me to really focus on my Massachusetts nonprofits and get up to speed with them. So hooray.
Nice. Yay. Congratulations. I love hearing those type of wins. Teresa.
Actually, I had two that I'm really excited about. The first one is as a result of the birthday marketing, and had someone sign up with the 90-day pro and became an affiliate as a result of the birthday marketing.
Yay. Awesome.
Excuse me, I got to sneeze. Sorry about that. And then the second one is in my capacity as president of one of our local chambers. I've been trying to get my foot in the door with the vice president for partnerships. And it's Brenda, you might recognize the name Golisano.
Sounds familiar.
Paychecks. Yeah.
Oh,
So Tom Golisano started an institute for entrepreneurship and business here in our area. And so I've been trying to get them to be members of the chamber. And the VP and I were back and forth. I mean, we were playing phone tag. And so I decided to put a card together with, now that I've got my foot in the door, and I sent him one of those feet, you know, the stone feet, right?
Yeah.
And he called me, and we're meeting next week.
Nice. And you know what? That's a good lesson too, Teresa, is so many times I'll be the first to admit I do it sometimes. I meet somebody and we're having discussions and I forget to put a card in brownies or the card in the foot rock. Now that I got my foot in the door, or something for them to see the product, because a lot of times when we're meeting people in person, if we don't get I don't always ask the first time for them to fill out the link, because I want to build, unless we've had a really good conversation. Like if I've just met somebody at a networking event, it's not like, hey, fill out this link, because there's a lot of trust factor there. I was just talking with one of my affiliates over the weekend, and she's a digital marketer, and she's been an affiliate for years, and she's been struggling with how to add Mailbox Power and how to market Mailbox Power with her digital marketing. And she's been wanting to do it for years. And finally in the fall, they did a conference, and they had hundreds and hundreds of attendees at the conference. She was a sponsor, and she said, I only got 27 people that actually filled out the link because of the trust factor.
Yeah.
She's digital marketing, so usually when she does it, she's only asking for name and email, or first name and email, and she gets a better response. But she only had 27 people fill it out, and 3 are looking at Mailbox Power to use it for their business.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a pretty good 10% return for marketing on something like that. Somebody that you've never met before. It's a cold lead. Yes, you have a booth at an event, and you're a sponsor, but to get 10% of those that actually filled it out. Now it's coaching her that maybe you do it the old way and you get it, they can opt right into the brownie points. That's how she did it. Or they can sign up to receive or enter the drawing, which is just their name and email. And then the second, because a digital marketer knows how to do this, to convert that name and email then into more information. So that's when you sell something that you get their address. Well, the other thing would be is start with asking for their name and email. And the next thing you ask for is, hey, we also like to send surprises in the mail. Would you be willing to click on this link? I'm betting if she did it that way, she might, I don't know, because I don't have the stats, but she might have gotten a better return. But she's super excited because this one client she's working with, and she had to call me because she was like, oh, I got these ideas, but I need to make sure they're right, because she hasn't really, she's used it for herself, but she wanted to bounce ideas. And this one client is a 5-figure commission client at a minimum for this direct mail stuff and digital campaign that they're going to do in combination together. So it's a big deal. And so it only takes one, but she has 3 that are interested. So keep that in mind. So many times we're trying to reach the masses when sometimes it's just converting the ones that are right in front of you, the smaller number, to get big results. Mike.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I've got a new headphone set or a new headset, and I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm working with a local chamber, and I think one of you guys are doing this. I've offered to send out welcome greeting cards to all the new members. Now, who did that?
I
Lulu
did.
Lulu
and Teresa.
and Teresa. So, can you kind of give me a little back? What'd you do? You just get the list from them and then send it out, or how do you do it?
I'm sending the new member welcome cards, and they just emailed the new members to me, and I have an automation set up using their return address. And Teresa helped me with this. She helped me with the ideas of what to put in the card, and I have my dynamic QR code on the back, and it says courtesy of Heartfelt Expressions. So if they scan it, it goes to me. But that's what I did. I set up an automation, and when I enter those people that they send to me from the list, I just put them in that automation and triggers the card to go out.
Okay,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be willing to share the automation with me, would you?
Well, I think we had this conversation. I can show it to you. I mean, I can show you guys right now what it looks like.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you guys mind?
No, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Here it is right here. I've got to move all of this over. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry. I have all these things in the way. Here we go. Here's what it looks like. So that's the front. And then this was Teresa's idea, reminding them of what they get and the different councils, and here's the email address and all of that. And then the little welcome message from them. And then this on the back. And this also was Teresa's idea.
So
That's
you
what I
got
love. Hmm?
So then on your QR code, where are you taking them to?
My website.
Your website?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So
The nice thing about that is with Lulu being an executive, if somebody scans that, she's going to know they scanned it, whether they sign up or not for Mailbox Power, and she can reach out to them. And since she's the one sending the card, she can reach out and say, hey, sent you a card with welcoming to the chamber. Do you have any questions? Instead of saying, oh, I saw you scan the QR code and we're interested in Mailbox Power, can I answer your questions? Make it more about the chamber and what the card was about, and see if you can answer questions about the chamber in that. And most likely, not always, but most likely, the conversation's going to come up. You can start the conversation, asking if they need any help. Tell me a little bit more about your business. I've been a member of the chamber for this long, and I love connecting people. And, you start that conversation, and what naturally usually happens is when you're asking them all about their business, oh, well, what about yours? Well, actually, the card you got in the mail welcoming you to the chamber is one of the things that I offer in my business.
And sometimes I'll see those people at chamber events. So now I kind of know who to schmooze up to. And also, by me doing this, we do a trade. So my banner, when somebody clicks on that chamber, their website, my banner is right there. So it's a trade. And then also, because I'm doing this for her, she's promoting my business. She's already given me a couple of referrals. One of which signed up. So it's a win-win if you can get them to understand that it's good for them, and it's also good for you.
Yeah. Well, chambers like to promote their businesses within their
Yes.
chamber. So if there's
Yep.
a way that you can give back to the chamber and do a trade like Lulu's doing, or really any business. If you're in a networking group, I was just talking to somebody in my networking group about this, a newer member in my group, and her services aren't inexpensive. And I said to her after I went for my first, I said to her, I wouldn't be opposed to doing a trade. She's like, ooh. And I know she's traded with other people. So think about that in the networking groups that you're in. Is there a way that you could trade? Could you, if somebody signed up for Mailbox Power, could you design their postcard? Could you, even if you can't, would you be willing to pay somebody on Fiverr or pay Mike and I or somebody to do it for them? And in exchange, they're giving you chiropractic or dental or, physical therapy or PT. Like there's so many that you can partner with and exchange services. It's barter and trade like we did in the old days. That's what they did. That's how they did business is, well, here, I'll give you my crop if you do this for me, I mean, it's been around for a long time. Don't forget that that can be a valuable resource in your business because you're the expert on Mailbox
So,
Power. They are not.
yeah, so Lulu, are you just offering the new members mailing with the trade, or you
I
know,
am, because they actually wound up getting a pro membership for the chamber. So she's using her 50 cards every month to send thank yous and ribbon cuttings and things like that. So this saves her some cards, and it helps us continue our barter.
yeah.
Nice.
So, okay. And then, are you having them, if you run across somebody in chamber, are you having them sign up as an affiliate underneath them, under the chamber, or are you?
So we haven't talked about that yet. I have not, I've been working with her assistant, but now her assistant is leaving as of this coming Friday. So um, she's probably going to be in a little bit of flux. And I don't know that she would do it. I think knowing her, she might feel like it's a little bit of a conflict, but at some point I'm going to approach her with it. We just haven't had an opportunity.
So when somebody has actually scanned the QR, I'm an executive too, so I can do exactly what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
When they do that, what are you doing? Do you have a automation set up for nurturing those folks to get a
No,
appointment with them or anything?
no, I'm not doing that. I think, I'm more or less what Brenda was talking about. I'm not automatically sending them a card. That's a little, I feel like that could be a little creepy. Like,
Hmm.
hey, you scan my QR code here, I don't know.
Well,
I,
yeah, you can set the, when you kick them into the automation, you can wait 30 days, 45 days. You don't have to send it out right away. I mean,
well, yeah, I mean, I typically will see those people before then, and,
yeah,
you know, just, I prefer to kind of do it the way Brenda was talking
yeah,
about.
that's no problem. Yeah, no, but
Yeah.
you know what?
At some point when I develop a relationship with them, certainly I can, and I have done that, send cards,
mhm.
but I have a conversation with them first. I don't just send them a card out of nowhere. You have to develop the relationship first.
Yeah.
Right.
So I agree, Lulu, but I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I know where Mike's coming from.
Okay.
Digital marketer is going to tell you no, they're already interested. They scan that QR code. So they've already opted in. I'm just putting it out there that I know it's outside your comfort zone, but sometimes we have to get outside our comfort zone
Okay.
if we want our businesses to grow quicker.
Okay.
And it could just be not a marketing, although there are some great postcards out there for marketing that you could start sending, but it could be that you just add them to a recipe postcard automation or the charcuterie board automation or a holiday automation that isn't salesy,
Mm-hmm.
but they are seeing the possibilities of the system and they're seeing something come consistently. And they
Okay.
were curious enough to scan it. They're going to see you at events. They're going to hear a little bit more. But if there's somebody that sometimes people, show me the money, show it to me. And so if they see that it's going out and they say something to you like, oh, thanks so much for that Super Bowl charcuterie board card. It's like, oh, I forgot that was and you can be honest. You really are honest. Oh, I forgot that went out. They're like, really? Well, you sent it. And you can say, I preset all of these things up so that I don't have to remember and it's all automated. And then people are like, like I need something like it. So
Okay.
consider
I see what you're,
Mike's saying, and it doesn't have to be a series of postcards that are a sales pitch. Just keep in front of them
okay.
because
what
they
I
raised their hand.
Well,
Okay.
what I would do is set up an automation once they scan it. What I do is send them out a invitation. I mean, you can send a coffee mug or whatever you want to do, but send them an invitation just to have coffee and visit. Because that's one of the things they want you to do is just,
Yep.
visit with new members and stuff. I'd like to visit with you, kind of, help you out here or whatever it might be. But and you don't have to send them anything. You might just send them a postcard or what have you. It's really, I mean, because they have it, they're curious because they scan the QR code. It's called intent data. So they're curious about your product, and so why not just invite them out and just, you don't have to do salesy or anything else because that's what
Okay.
they're expecting. They're expecting to talk to the other members and tell them, hey, I'll point you in the directions I know.
You know what? I love that. And I just, like Brenda said, it's not in my comfort zone, but I've been getting out of my comfort zone since I've been on these calls. So, all right, there we go.
Well, we'll
Thank you for that, Mike.
we'll
Yeah.
be curious to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
Suzanne.
going to set.
Oh.
That's what I'm going to set up. That
Yeah.
automatically.
Yep.
Somebody.
I've only had 2 people do it, scan the QR codes. It's not like, everybody scans it. So,
Oh
Yeah.
no.
yeah.
How
But
many?
yeah, I guess there should be something in place for those that do.
Yeah, and the ones that don't, you can follow up, 20 days later or whatever it is. You've got their name, address, and everything else. Follow up and say, hey, invite them out for coffee.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you a chance to, you can pick and choose who you want to send it out to, but
Yeah.
but the ones that scan out of how many? You got 2 of them scanned out of how many people?
I don't know off the top of my head. Probably since we've been doing this, I'm gonna guess maybe 30.
Yeah, geez, that's almost 10%. That's not bad at all.
Yep.
To scan the QR code. You might want to put a little, I don't know, teaser on the back there so that they know what they're scanning.
Scan here for, I
Well-
just didn't want it to be like me pitching Mailbox Power from there.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cross the 2.
Yep. No,
Well,
I get it, Lulu.
what you might want to do is not put your information on there, but put the chamber's information on there. If you've got a event page or something along that line, you've captured that person, with the executive and the dynamic QR. But if you say, scan here for more information on the chamber, that's going to get them to scan it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like both. I like
Test
the way
A
you're
test, B
doing it.
test.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna say A and B test. People might scan it more often if you say learn more about the chamber. But I do like that you're putting compliments of, so you could leave compliments of heartfelt expressions, but scan, instead of scanning the QR code to take them to yours, take it to learn more about the chamber. So it takes them to the chamber website. The chamber gets better SEO, gets more traffic to their website, gets new members pushed to the resources of what's available at the chamber. So it could be, scan here for the calendar and it takes you to the calendar page of the chamber or
Mhm.
something like that. Cause the new member's overwhelmed. They don't know everything that's going on. So
That's true.
I like kind of a combination of both. I still think you should have compliments of, because it was
Oh,
a
yeah.
trade. But I do like the idea of the QR code going someplace else other than Mailbox Power, because now you're adding more value to the chamber, but you're also getting the information of who's scanning.
Love that. Thank you
Yep.
so much.
Yep.
And Teresa, yeah, I am on the ambassador council of the chamber as well. So I'm assigned new members. Those of us who are on the council are assigned new members. So that's another way to build the rapport with them.
Yep. Awesome. Nanette.
I think she said she had to leave. I thought I saw
Yeah, I
that in the
thought she
chat.
did too. Somebody else had their hand raised too, but then they put it down. Who was it?
Yeah, that was me. That was me.
Okay.
Hi, this is Suzanne. Yeah, I just wanted to add something at the beginning when you were talking about the link and how people won't open it. And I find out a lot. I'll send a link out and it's like, and I'm the same way. If I get a link from someone that I don't really know, I'm very hesitant to open it. So
Yeah.
what I do is I say, I'd love to send birthday cards to everybody I meet. And I would love to send you a birthday card for the rest of my life. And please, send me your address. However, to make it really easy, if you would just click on this link, it will, and fill out this form. I can't remember exactly how I say it, but words to that effect. That give them an option, of either just sending it to me or filling out the link.
I like that, Suzanne, and if you would, it doesn't have to be in this chat, find it for like next week or share it in the
Okay.
affiliate group, because I like the option of both, because there have been a
Mhm.
lot of people, with QR codes or with links. I mean, we are all taught, I come from the cybersecurity world, don't click on the links. And, but then I ask people to click on it, but usually I'm asking somebody that I already have a small relationship with. I'm not asking strangers at like an expo. I don't do expos. I used to, but for me, I didn't find that they were super effective. But now that I do other things around Mailbox Power and do the concierge and done for you, it might be now a better time to do an expo or a booth or something. But
Mhm.
anyways, I generally don't ask I don't reach out to people I don't have somewhat of a relationship with to fill out, and I need your mailbox link.
See, what I do is, you fill everything out, hit that preview button, click onto it, then you got part of the information filled out, and then I ask people one of two things. Either, could you please confirm, if I meet them someplace, I say, can you please confirm, the information that I input? Love to stay in touch with you. Oh, by the way, make sure to put your birthday in there and yada, yada, yada. Or if it's somebody that I don't have a birthday, but I've been doing business for a while, I'll actually say, hey, I want to confirm, I'm updating my, my list, can you go ahead and fill out, oh, by the way, I don't have your birthday. I'd love to get your birthday. I'd love to send out little sweet treats and stuff. So that's two ways that you can get them. I mean, clicking the link, you're right. They got to have, if they got some kind of relationship, I don't send it out just blank.
Right.
You know, I send it out and even at those two things, I get 90% of the people filling it out.
Yep.
My birthdays have really jumped because of that.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, birthdays, obviously, we are looking to get to 1 million birthdays celebrated this year. And I think we're chugging right along. I think that counter that Wendy posted, if you didn't see it, I believe, I don't know if it's ones we've already celebrated this year, or I'm betting that it's people that have been added to automations that will go out this year versus already sent, because obviously we're at the beginning of the year. I have a feeling it's number of people in birthday automations, and how many cards they know will go out unless an automation gets turned off.
Another
I
thing I
just,
did with I'm sorry. The other thing I did with birthdays is I look at the dashboard of the birthdays that are coming up, and then I text people too.
Yep. Yeah, I actually, my son built an app that does it for me. So as long as I have their birthday in my phone, he built a shortcut that I just click on the shortcut in the morning and it wishes everybody a happy birthday. And it uses ChatGPT to come up with a birthday message without saying happy. And so everybody that's in my phone that has a birthday in my phone gets a text message also. And again, it's all automated. I don't have to go find it. So automation is key.
you're out of time, but I want
we're
to ask
out of
us one
time, but
more
I want to
question.
go to Suzanne.
I just have one more question. And this is, I think you can quickly answer this. I have a couple of friends who are artists and they want to do note cards.
Yep.
And so they'll do that, do blank note cards, just with a picture on front and then a blank note card with and you order 50 of them or whatever. And
you can do that, but why do that? Have an account, put their art on the front and write the note as they need to write the note. And then they have a system to be able to do other things with.
They wanted to sell the note cards.
Okay.
The note cards.
Yes, they could do that. I have another person who writes poems, and she has created a card series. So she's on the pro, and so each month she goes in and either buys 50 of one design or like 10 of 5 different designs, and then she sells them. She's does it's the wrong word, but impersonations, like she does Betsy Ross and things like that. I'm trying to think, Mrs. Sullivan, which was the boys that were all killed it, and they changed the rules in the service that you couldn't, if your siblings, you couldn't serve together, so that you couldn't all be lost at one, less likely. She does all different kinds of historical women impersonation. It's not impersonations, but you know what I'm talking about. And so when she does those, she offers her cards, and she also is an author. She writes books, children's books. So she always has things to sell, and so she does sell her cards. So you could do that, Suzanne. It's not the way the system was meant to be used, but you can, obviously. And when you order 50, they all come to wherever the address is, and they're 50 blank envelopes. They're in a box. You're going to pay for the box to ship it. So, but generally the shipping box is about what the postage would have been on all of the cards.
And
Sometimes less.
I love that the return address is not printed on there anymore, because
Yep.
I wanted to do that just to, like, for my family, for my mom. She loves to send note cards. She can't use the computer. So I've created note cards for her, but it has my return address on it. And or even hers. This, I like that it doesn't have that now.
Yeah. I didn't think about it for that. But yes, that does make more sense for those type of things. So
Yeah.
with that, thanks again for everybody coming to the Monday morning mastermind call. And we look forward to seeing you next Monday on Mailbox Power Mastermind. Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you.